Hello and welcome to the FoodiePEDIA 365 podcast, the podcast series where we explore career transitions, curiosity, and the future of learning. I'm Patrick Aryee. In today's episode, we are diving into a big, uncomfortable, but extremely relevant question. Who defines what counts as useful knowledge? Why does this matter? Because the world is changing faster than our educational systems, and many of us are still being measured by criteria that were designed decades ago. Understanding who decides what knowledge is valued and why can shape your confidence, your career, and even your identity. Alright, let's dive into it. Talking point 1. Let's start with the basics. For most of us, useful knowledge was defined by adults long before we were old enough to ask questions. Schools traditionally value subjects that lead to predictable jobs: mathematics, science, literacy. Yet we rarely talk about emotional intelligence, adaptability, creativity, or self-awareness, even though these are the skills shaping the modern workforce. Why is this important? This matters because what society labels as useful doesn't always match what's actually valuable in life. Many people feel inadequate simply because their strengths don't fit the narrow categories of school-approved knowledge. But here is where it gets interesting. Research shows that the skills we overlook are often the ones employers and humans need the most. Let's explore. Talking point 2. Studies from the World Economic Forum and McKinsey keep highlighting the same trend. Soft skills are becoming hard currency. Let's look at these key facts and research. According to the WEF Future of Jobs report, the most in-demand skills are critical thinking, creativity, resilience, and emotional intelligence. Meanwhile, purely technical skills are becoming outdated faster than even because technology keeps automating things and automating them. McKinsey predicts that up to 40% of job tasks may shift or disappear due to automation. Why is this important? If the marketplace values something different from the classroom, then we are training people for a world that no longer exists. Many talents go unnoticed simply because they don't fit the old definition of useful. So the next question becomes, if our world-old systems can't keep up, who actually keeps and gets to redefine what matters now? That takes us to our final point. Talking point 3. The answer might surprise you. Today, we individuals, creators, learners, have more power than ever to decide what knowledge matters. Let's look at these key facts. Digital platforms have democratized learning. You can learn coding, public speaking, design, philosophy, or cooking from global experts without stepping into a classroom. Skills learned outside traditional spaces, content creation, leadership, marketing, personal branding are now shaping entire industries. Millions of people are monetizing non-traditional knowledge, storytelling, gaming, wellness, mentoring, even lived experiences. Why is this important? This shift empowers people who were once overlooked. It challenges rigid educational structures and forces institutions to rethink what they value. It means your curiosity can become your advantage. What are our key takeaways in this podcast? 1. Useful knowledge is not fixed, it evolves with society. Many of the skills that matter most today were never taught in school, and now, more than ever, you have the power to define what's useful for your own journey. Today, we explored a simple but powerful question: who defines what counts as useful knowledge? We talked about how outdated systems shape our beliefs, how modern research reveals a different story, and how individuals are now redefining value for themselves. Please rate, review, and subscribe to or follow the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. I am Patrick Aryee. Thanks for listening.